Hello everyone, welcome to the new class of biology. In the previous class we discussed about various types of asexual reproduction methods. So in the today's class we will discuss about sexual reproduction method, and from the further classes we will discuss how this method is done or is undertaken by different organisms, especially in different multicellular organisms. So let's understand what is sexual reproduction. It is nothing but the involvement of two different parents. In asexual reproduction, only one parent will be included, and all the characters of that single parent will be passed in the next generation. But in the sexual reproduction, both the parents uh, or two parents will be included there, and they will help to reproduce and produce the next generation. So how is this process done? For this process, the first thing to be done is that the cells which are ready for the reproduction must involve copying of DNA process. Means there will be a DNA copying process, and this DNA copying process also includes the cellular apparatus formation process, means formation of cell of the next generation. So in that case, what happens, whichever DNA has been copied, the DNA copying cannot be maximum accurate. So in order to attain that accuracy, certain other processes are also being done. Okay, so we are well aware about the term variations. So variations in such cases where two different cells are used for DNA copying can occur, and it occurs very slowly. So what happens, in the previous generations, whichever DNA had been copied to the next generation, all those variations get accumulated into the next generation. So what happens, the two different generations or the two different people of a single population, of a single group of association of people, will have different contrasting characters, and when they mix together, the variation will be quite different in the next generation, right? So if we combine different variations of two or more individuals, then definitely after that combination we will get a new combination of variants. Means we will get new varieties of different type of populated organized organism. I'm sorry, populate in a new organism which will have characteristics of both the parent generation, or more than two if parents are included, then more than two parents generation. Actually it is of sexual reproduction, so two parents only are required. But there can be a chance where the organism, means the next further generation organism, can accumulate this DNA copying method. Means we are doing here the DNA copying method. Then in that DNA copying method, a problem can occur that the next generation might have the number of DNA double the number of the pre-existing individual. Means the parental generation's DNA can be included in the next generation in the double the amount. So in order to avoid that problem, multicellular organisms, what they do, they will have a process by the name meiosis, where the chromosome number, whichever the chromosome number is, the half the number of chromosomes will be able to sort out, and the half the number of DNA of that chromosome will be able to sort out from the present individual's DNA, so that in the next generation only half number of DNA or chromosome will only go, and accumulation of DNA will not be able to happen there. Okay. And in the similar way, when this zygote develops from the fusion of the both the gametes, then it will have a sufficient energy for the next generation itself. So from these factors we have understood one thing, that the living organism will have a germ cell, and that cell, germ cell, is actually known as the reproductive cell. This reproductive cell, which is also known as the gamete, they are of two types. One will be very large in size, it will have food storage. Second will be motile, and second will have movement. First one will not have movement. So the one which is large in size will be female gamete, and the another one which is of smaller size, or which is of motile nature, which has the ability to move, will be the male gamete. In some cases both male and female gamete will have of same size, but in general if we say male and female gamete are of different size. Female gamete is of larger in size, male gamete is of smaller in size and is able to move, while female gamete does not move, it is immotile, it stays at one place itself. So that's all about today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.